Canada, very good. It's a good start from both Mata and Cobb. Getting the better exit, and both of them spun simultaneously. Heading into the Camel Straight, still going side by side as well. Side by side into the Curva Grande. Are they going to keep it side by side with Iceman? Yuri going for the dive bomb. Can he make it work? He's gone off a bit. And look at that. Oh, right here, right now. Otherwise, the undercut will not work. It's going to be very, very close. Iceman just gets ahead of Kyle there. Mata comes across the line, and he's your VSL Season 6 champion. Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to VSL F1 for Season 7. The time has come and the season is about to get underway. The drivers had their pre-season race last week in Austria, but tonight is where it all begins. By Abu Dhabi, we will know who will be your VSL Season 7 champion. And what a race to kick the championship up tonight. A circuit where we saw our reigning champion Mata win the title last season. It is at the Sakhir International Circuit for the Bahrain Grand Prix. My name is Jess Ball, and joining me in the commentary box tonight and for the whole season, we've got Red Matt. Are you looking forward to getting the season underway, Matt?
Yes, I am really looking forward for tonight. Hello, Jess. Anyway, hello everybody to everyone watching. But yeah, I'm very excited for this season. And yeah, full-time comms box, me and Jess. What more do you want on a Wednesday evening?
Yeah, exactly. And this is the race where points are starting to be handed out, whereas in Austria last week there were no points as well. And we almost got a full grid. We're just waiting on Pete, but the lobby has started. Anyway, so we'll quickly go through the calendar before we start the actual proceedings. So obviously we're following the real life calendar as much as possible, apart from the new tracks, because the new tracks don't exist yet. Hopefully they will soon, but they don't exist yet. So we've got Bahrain, and we've got Spain, Monaco, Azerbaijan and Canada. Then we got a week's break. Then we got France, Austria, Britain, Hungary and Belgium. And then Zandvoort, and then another week's break. And then we got Monza, Russia and Singapore, and then we got a lovely 2-week Christmas break, and then we got Suzuka, Australia, USA, Mexico, Brazil, and then the final round is at Abu Dhabi. There may be more rounds if the new tracks get added to the game, but we don't know what Cody's are like, and they won't probably tell us until basically the last minute that they're going to be adding like Imola or something like that, but we'll see anyway. But it should be a very fun-packed season. Last season we had pretty much a shortened version, like 15 rounds. This season we've got a full 21 race calendar, so the drivers are going to be in a lot more pressure than last season, and plus they're in the constructors, not the multiplayer cars this season. And I do believe we're going to head into the session with 16 minutes left to go on the clock. And Matt, what do you expect with what the drivers are going to be facing here tonight?
Well, I expect they're going to be expecting a big challenge because the curves around here are quite lethal, as we already have contact between Yuri and Flexi. So that's a bit of argy-bargy, a bit of muscles shown there by Flexi. But no, the curves here around here can really cost you, particularly the corners. Oh, let me just get my track map up. Between 6 and 7, because a little bit too much curb and you'll be off into the barrier. So that's one corner to watch around here.
We already have one retirement in around about the turn 6 and turn 7 area, and that is risky there. You can see a yellow flag on the right-hand side, which represents that. So that is his qualifying over. He was going to do a run on the softs, but obviously he must have binned it somewhere. I won't be surprised if he lost it on the curb, which is absolutely lethal around this track. A little bit of information about the track. First used in Formula 1 back in 2004.
Oh.
And a few people have gone off again. That's Kyle, and that was a person we were going to go on board with a hot lap. And he's binned it. Oh, that's commentator's curse right there. That is turn 7 again, I believe. So that is a common place to use it. But yeah, first used in Formula 1 in 2004, built in just 16 months by Herman Tilke with $150 million US. Michael Schumacher took the first win when it was a day race with a Ferrari 1-2. And then it started becoming a night race in 2014, where we saw Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton fight for the win now, which I have to say, one of the battles of pretty much the hybrid era. And obviously we've got Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton this year as well. We all know who came out on top that one as well. So lap times, I think I will be expecting to be 1:24.8 maybe. I think most people get in the 1:25s, I reckon, to get their qualifying session underway. But we've got the medium tyre for some of the drivers to get a feel for the track. But most people right now on the soft compounder tyres. Interesting.
That's quite a good banker lap there from Goodlip there, actually, on 125.8. I was expecting that around about the 6-minute mark, but that's a good benchmark time for everyone to beat so far at the moment. I don't believe anyone else is going quicker at the moment, as there's a yellow flag in Sector 1, but that's Acon just keeping out of the way of other drivers starting on a hot lap. So it's been a pretty lively start to qualifying.
Yeah, it is quite a lively start to qualifying as well. And just a quick reminder of the rules as well. Everyone obviously must be aware of them as well. And there must be a mandatory 2-minute break, which will happen at the start of before the formation lap to allow people to have a comfort break. But we'll go through that in a minute. As Iceman has just set the benchmark time on the sauce of 1:25.4. So that is an interesting lap to see at the moment. How about Lee? Who's going through turn 4 now. That was the corner where we saw Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen fight as well. And as we saw quite a few overtakes in the race last season as well over here. And it was quite interesting to see as well. I think Carl and Mata were fighting to the death as well. Someone else has gone off. That is a Red Bull of, it might be Newgarden. Yes, it is Newgarden who just binned it on the exit of 12 and 13 it looks like. So he's moving out the way and going into the pit. So luckily it's on a set of mediums though, so he hasn't used any of his soft runs yet. Ahmed is in the pits too. Our current reigning champion's in the pits also, so he's not going out for a chance yet. I'm guessing he's doing a Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen and waiting for halfway in the session to go out. Typical champions type behaviour that, Matt.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm just going to send out a little warning of Lee. This is his debut online race. This is his first online race, Lee, and he got the game a couple of days ago, so we'll be keeping a close eye on him as he goes up into P4 for 126.4. It was quite a nice tidy lap there from Lee. But still a lot of drivers to put a lap time on the board, Jess.
Yes, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that are still on the track yet to set a lap time. And of course, we've got Pete that will be joining very, very soon as well. So we'll quickly run down the teams actually whilst we have a bit of a lull in qualifying. So in the Mercedes, we got Kev and Ahmed. I believe both of them, Ahmed is here, but we don't have Kev. So replacing Kev tonight, we have Jamie, who did quite well in the race last week until things happened, but then he came all the way back up into third. The safety car did help him, so watch out for him this season when he's in the car, of course, because he's not full-time. Kind of wish he was, but he does not have the time to be full-time. In the Red Bull, we have Yuri and Newgarden, both are in the pits right now. In the McLaren, we have Flexi, who's returning after a couple of seasons off, and he'll be teaming up with Speed Knighton, also known as Pete. In the Ferrari, we have Panos and Lee. Is Panos here? Yes, he is. He's currently on pole position. 3 laps on the soft, though. Not entirely sure why, because the softs don't last a fortune around here, but he's on the 3-lap old softs anyway. He's on pole with Lee alongside him in the Ferrari. In the Aston Martin, they haven't got off to a good start with Risky behind the wheel, but his teammate is Iceman, currently sitting in P2 in qualifying. In the Alpine, we have Ryan Berry, 1996, and we have Tony. I think Ryan Berry is here, and yet Tony is here as well, so they're both here. AlphaTauri, we have Maverick and M. Ryan. M. Ryan is here, but his teammate is not, so replacing him in the reserves is MTRB, who I believe is his first race in a VSL, so welcome aboard to him. In the Alfa Romeo, we have ERT Kyle, who's binned it, and LGN Hayden, who's in the pits right now, currently sitting in P6. In the Haas, we have Mike65MX, who's currently sitting in, I think he's here tonight. Yeah, he is tonight in P12. And then we have Goodlip, who is doing the best out of the debutants at the moment, currently sitting in P3. So those are your lineup for the season, and I just told you the reserves for tonight. Matt is still not going out on track right now, but everyone else is just on their second lap times at the moment. A bit of traffic out there going into sector 2, so let's just see if people move out the way and get some laps in. Iceman's on a lap though, just going through turn 1 now.
Yeah, I was just going to ride on board with Iceman, do a hot lot video, breaking late into turn 1. You have to compromise the entry into turn 1 to open up turn 2 as he gets a very nice exit. Going into turn 3, DRS wide open here as you wait and prepare yourself for the braking zone into turn 4, braking just before that curb on the left appears. Very nice and tidy so far from Iceman. It's a nice sector 1. And now as we go into the challenge into turn 6 into 7, please don't do commentators curse on him. Hasn't worked this time, which was very nice of him. Going into turn 8. Very, very tidy lap so far, but this is one of the hardest corners on the circuit. Turn 10, you do not want to lock up here. He does that very nicely. The upshift into third. A bit of wheel spin there. That would have been a couple of tenths lost there, but nice tidy up here so far from Iceman. As we prepare ourselves into turn 11, we might get a bit of dirty air from this Alpine in front. He's not keeping out of the way so far. But this corner here on this year's game is very twitchy as well. And he's currently purple in the middle sector at the moment. A very nice tidy lap now as he goes down towards the penultimate corner. Prepares himself for turn 14, using as much as the track as possible. A little bit wide there for you. Going to put the power down a bit earlier now as it opens the DRS. Where does this put him? For 25.142. That is alarm bells for everybody. Iceman means business.
Yeah, for years he's called Iceman for a reason, obviously named after Kimi Räikkönen, who unfortunately announced on Instagram earlier on today, I think it was around 6ish, that he's going to be retiring from the sport, which was a bit of a shame. It is to be expected, not gonna lie. He has made a recognition to the sport. First, I think, joined the sport in 2001, so been in the sport for over 20 years, took many victories. 2007, he won his first championship title, his only championship title, and his last win was with Ferrari, the United States Grand Prix, and that was the race where I was actually rooting him to win because he hasn't won in so long. So he is going to be missed in the sport, Kimi Räikkönen, and you know, it's going to open interesting things for the driver market in the next couple of weeks as well, because other teams could be like, oh, we may snatch this driver for the team, but we'll see, of course, as Iceman goes into the pits. Our current championship, well, reigning champion at the moment, is currently on a lap. A little bit squirmy going through the start of sector 3. He will remain champion, obviously, until the final round of Abu Dhabi, and then he's looking to hold on to that right now. Don't forget, this was the race where he won last season, and he won his championship crown. So he's coming up to the line. DRS activated very quickly, but it's only P4 for the Williams driver. In the 126, is not quite in the 125s yet, but more crucially, he's already ahead of his championship contender from last season, as he's nowhere near, because obviously he's retired. Newgarden is going through sector 3, and now he's purple in sector 2, so looking quite good. He may get a toe from the AlphaTauri of MTR Beaker. I think that's how you say his name. Beaker's going to come across the line to set another lap. I don't think he's going to improve. Does Newgarden improve? Nope, he does not improve. He stays in 13th.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the bottom. He just doesn't look as confident compared to last season's game. I think he's still trying to find his footing into way the car's handles on this year's game. As of course, he's got a lot more things happening behind the scenes now, so I don't believe he has as much time now to play the F1 game, which is good for him in a way, but not good for his championship defence, I must say.
And it's probably good for the drivers as well, because more chance for them to be crowned the champion in Season 7, because Massimo, I believe, is a triple world champion at VSL, so he is a guy not to be underestimated. And then don't forget, there may be some new drivers that could hit the ground running from day one. Look at Lee's lap time, by the way, 126 flat. Never seen a lap like that, as in go flat like that. So that's good from Lee. Lee didn't have the best of seasons last season, but he's doing well inside the top 10. Don't forget, if you're inside the top 10, you have to start the race on the tyre you set your fastest lap on, which for everybody at the moment is on the softs. One other rule change for this season. You may remember that the top 3 had to do a mandatory 2-stop on the top 3 from the last race. That's scrapped for this season because it's a full season on this game. So everybody will be doing 1 stop unless like Canada or Mexico where it's mainly viable to do 2 stops. It's faster. But majority of these tracks will be 1 stop. You won't have to do 2 stops, which will probably strike relief for people who mainly go in the top 3 anyway, like Mata, like Kyle, for example, and Jamie as well, who was in the top 3 quite a lot last season. Panos, I believe, will be going into the pits very shortly. We got Sam, who's also on a lap, but Good Lip, who just set purple in sector 1. He's setting alarm bells right now, but not looking good on exit through turn 7 and 8. So I'm guessing he needs to find some time in the final part of the middle sector, heading into sector 3 soon. And we also got Yuri on another lap again. Is he a little bit further on a lap? Yes, he is a bit further on a lap. He is about 9 seconds down though, so he is slowing down. So we're not going to go on board with him. So I'm guessing he was not happy. So let's go on board with Good Lip. 2 temps up in the middle sector. And the game's probably going to tell us he's purple sector 2. Which he's not, I don't think, because the game's glitchy on us. So let's see what he does heading towards the final corners. Clipping that apex very, very nicely. Not going on the curb too much as they head towards the line. 3 minutes left to go on the clock. Can he get higher than 5th? Oh, really good lap, actually. He found 2 temps in that final sector. 4 temps overall. That puts him into P3, Matt.
Wow, look at the top 4 separated by under 2 tenths. Flexi up there in P4 there, so I don't know where that lap came from Flexi, showing his true potential again. But can Iceman break into the 124s now? The track could be at its quickest possible. What did we say? A 124.8 is doable around here?
Yeah, 124.8 I would say, but you never know. I think they can find a few temps because they'll probably be at their lowest fuel possible. Tony and Ryan Berry, the 2 Alpines, are one of the only cars out on the track. So is Mata and Panos as well. So they want to get their laps in nice and early. You really want to be going out now if you want to get in your final lap in on time. But sometimes you want to be the last person on the track. But an out lap around here is around about, I would say, a minute 40, 45, I would say. So if you're not out now, you're not going to get a lap in time. So an Iceman's on a lap, going to be on an out lap too. So we'll see if anyone can beat him. Maybe a new challenger to proceedings. Ahmed comes across the line and sets another lap time into P6 into the 125.7s. More people in the 125s now. And Tony is just going through the start of turn 1 and 2. So we'll see if he can improve and get into the 126s. He's not that far from the 126s. If he finds a few temps, that will put him into P13, where his teammate, no, not his teammate, where the Williams team of Acorn is. It's hard to tell with the colours on this game. Why, Cody's? Why did you do this? But anyway, Acorn is currently sitting in 13th, so that's where Ryan Berry would be if he can find a few temps into the 126s. And I think Beaker could improve as well. I think Yuri would probably want to keep that P11, but we'll see, of course. There is a variety of different strategies around here, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. But I'll see if anyone's about to finish their lap time. I think maybe Newgarden's about to start one. And then we got his teammate, Yuri, that's about to start one as well. And then we've got the Mercedes of... Oh, Hayden's not going to do a lap, though. He is unfortunately retired in turn 2.
Unfortunate. I was looking at Panos. Now, Panos is just in front of Iceman now, so Iceman will be aware of this. So if Panos does go quicker, the pressure will be building on Iceman one bit. Looking identical at the moment, as Panos is about to end Sector 2. It's looking a nice tidy lap so far from him. Is he going to be purple in Sector 2? The game says he is. He is a 10th up on his personal best, so it's looking promising. I'm not going to say it's going to be good enough for pole. I do not want to jinx him one single bit. Iceman is 2 tenths down in the first sector. He is matched his middle sector. Panos now looks like is he going to get pole position for first race of the season? He's got provisional pole at 25 dead. Iceman will be kicking himself here because it does not look like a tidy lap at all. He's pushing the absolute limits of that Aston Martin. Where's he going to put it? Only just misses out on pole position. But look at that, Jess.
Look, that is just very close indeed at the moment. We're just seeing a few more people on their laps. Newgarden could only manage 12th position. And then we got his teammate Yuri, who has invalidated. So he's not going to get a lap in. We got, I think, Jamie up next. And then we got the other Alpine of Tony, I believe, after that. So Jamie, P3 for him. Tony, I think, slowing down, so he's not going to improve. So we got actually Vitinho filling in for Pete tonight, as he's not here, but his teammate Flexi, 125.0. Wow, he did it to the death. He did it pretty much at the last minute. And I don't think Tony is going fast there. He had to be the last man on track to really see make things happen. Nobody in the 124s. But Sam, on his return to VSL, has got his car on pole position with Panos in P2.
Yeah.
What about that?
I think Vitinho is the last one on the lap. I don't think that graphic's right, because he's in sector 1 and he's saying it was 1 minute 12. I think
maybe a spectator glitch. I think that's what happened in Jacko car last week.
Right, okay.
So, you never know. The game will probably let him do a lap anyway, but he doesn't have that long. Oh, no, it's not a lap anyway. It says he's in the 130s or whatever. What is going on? It's hard to tell when he's got low ERS as well, but he'll be starting in 18th. He's not last, though. I think all he needs to do is just get a lap on the board, and then he's in 18th, really. Well, he will be 18th, because obviously his driver number, I believe, that decides things. And then we got Kyle and Risky down in the back row. Kyle, you weren't expecting to be up there at the back, but he binned it, and only 2 people have binned it, so
top 4 though, separated by a 10th.
That is just insane. Let us get the gaps actually whilst we see Vitinho come across the line. Oh, it's a game glitch, isn't it? Oh, for goodness sake.
Well, surely when the clock clicks down to 0, it's saying on your screen he's got no ERS, yes?
Yes.
For me, he has 90% ERS.
Now he says he has 90%.
I'm not 100% sure what's happened to him.
Oh, I think the clock is stuck on a minute.
Stuck on 1 second.
1 second, sorry.
See if Vitinho can retire from the circuit. See if anyone can get
or
into
leave the session, ideally.
Oh, rejoin this. Yes,
he's listened. That's good, Vitinho. Thank you, Vitinho. Otherwise, we would have had to restart, and we wouldn't want that, would we?
Especially after probably one of the closest qualifyings we've had in a long, long time.
Probably the closest we've seen pretty much since last season, I think, to be honest. So good job from everybody. So we've got Sam from Panos, from Iceman, from J-Luke, from Goodlib. Top 4 separated by 9 100s. That's insane, not going to lie. And then we got a big gap between J-Luke and Goodlib in 5th. Acorn in 6th. Matter in 7th. The 2 Williams both in the top 10 there. That is good. Then we got Ahmed in 8th. Hayden in 9th. Lee in 10th. They will have to start on the soft. Then we got Tony, Ryan Berry, Newgarden, M. Ryan. Yuri that has a 5-place grid drop in 15th. Beal drop down to 20th. Then we have MTR Beaker, Mike, Vitinho, Carl, and Risky. And that is your grid for the Bahrain Grand Prix, the opening race of the season.
That 26 dead lap time for Lee, it's really satisfying. I don't know why.
At least I'm not the only one that thinks that that's satisfying. And unfortunately for the drivers, they're not going to get any rain. The only rain they're going to get is at the end of Bahrain. So luckily, they've been practicing for the dries anyway, and we do have some information on how long these tyres can last around here. They can last 18 laps for the hards, 14 laps for the mediums, and 10 laps for the softs, but I think give or take a few laps, I would say, on this game, because sometimes the game is not accurate at times. So I would say they could do, the most likely strategy will be soft to hard, or hard to soft, but we could see people go for the brave strategies, as I've seen in many leagues around Bahrain, and do a medium to soft strategy. I wouldn't try if I were you. It's just so difficult to get your tyres up to good temperature. Maybe when there's a safety car, that would be good as well, but we shall see, of course. Don't forget, like I said earlier, the drivers are being asked to wait for 2 minutes, and a mandatory 2 minutes, whilst everyone gets their a comfort break, and for us to mainly talk about the strategy, which we just did as well. But you can't put past Sam there with a great qualifying performance, but our championship winner from last season, not doing quite so well, but he's still in the top 10, so we could still make inroads in this Grand Prix.
Indeed. It's nice to see everyone's followed the 2-minute rule. That's why we have pre-season. People didn't follow it in pre-season, but again, I know I'm repeating myself, that's why we have pre-season, so people can learn from these mistakes. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be quite an exciting race here, because we've got Kyle down at the back. Jamie, I believe, is he in P4? Was he in P4? I can't remember.
Let me actually, I'll check the stream actually and double check to see where he was, but I think he was around about P2, P4. Yeah, you were right originally, P4, and he was about 3 1/100 of a second between himself and Iceman. So, and I'm liking the gap between Iceman and P1, 69 thousandths, but
yeah. But no, I was reading a comment of Brandon. I wasn't laughing at that, no. But he said play a best of 3 or connect 4.
Oh, it would help if I have Connect 4 in my house, which I don't.
Ooh.
That's maybe what some of the drivers could do, actually. I'm not good at Connect 4, to be honest. I usually lose. But anyway, good suggestion anyway. Massive shout out to Brandon in the chat, by the way. He's not racing this season. He's mainly focusing on the PC platform. But he's an integral part of the league anyway, helping us with all the admin stuff, and also doing a bit of stewarding as well this season with us. So good to have him on board. But we forgot this last week, and I do not want to forget again, so I'll let you do this. Let's mention our sponsor for this season.
Ooh. Am I?
I'll do it because I have it in front of me. Our sponsor for this season is Rogue Energy, which is a drinks company. It's on the screen there. There we go. And you could use the code VSL F1 for 10% off. And I've seen a few drivers already take advantage of that. So make sure you use that code to get 10% off Rogue Energy stuff. So that is rogueenergy.com, and we'll probably be plugging that throughout the stream. At least we got that out of the way, and we don't have to remind ourselves later on in the stream. But anyway, tyre choices for the race. Mediums outside the top 10 apart from Kyle. So Kyle wants to probably move his way out of 18th place, or maybe Kyle is predicting an early safety car.
Interesting. A safety car is never out of question. I don't know if there's a real stat, but I believe every time we've raced at Bahrain, I believe there has been a safety car.
Yes.
I may look back on streams, but as far as I'm aware, there's always been a safety car here. But touch wood, all the drivers have a good race today, and Flexi will be licking his lip here as a taste of a victory, and I hope I hasn't jinxed him. I need to think before I speak. But be really good at defending and good on the brakes. So as Lee unfortunately has disconnected from the session, hopefully he can rejoin before the formation lap. But yeah, that's unfortunate. He's actually had a good qualifying as Lee, P10. So he didn't have the best season last season. I don't believe he was just struggling to find a balance, but he seems to have found his footing a lot better, I've noticed, on this year's game. So I'll be keeping a close eye and see how he does if he rejoins the lobby.
Yeah, I think for some of those drivers, they're finding the handling a bit better. For me, personally, the handling's a lot better for me. But there's some drivers, maybe Matter, that's probably struggling a bit more. The handling's changed a bit, I think, with the update on Monday as well. Hence the delay of the lobby. So, because a few people forgot to install their updates, tut. But luckily they will remember for next time. And for the first time in ages, we've got a full 20-car lobby. And we're just waiting for... Oh, Yuri's in last place.
What's happened here then?
Oh, no, wait, he got a 5-place grid penalty.
Unbelievable, Yuri.
Yeah, he got a 5-place grid penalty. Yuri, you panicked me then. But yeah, he qualified 50th and obviously 5 places, 20. Duh. I should do maths, yeah. But yeah, Yuri will be the last person to cross the to its grid slot. And we're about to get Season 7 underway. The 5 red lights coming on. Flexi on pole. Panos alongside. Who's going to get the best getaway this evening? We are underway for Season 7. I think Panos has got the better getaway than Sam at the moment as they head towards Turn 1. Look at the Aston Martin as well, making their way through the field. And we got Jamie as well having a good start. Good lip as well. Let's see what Panos could do on the left-hand side heading towards Turn 4. Flexi just about covers him off there, and Flexi retakes the lead, but Panos trying to go the long way round, and Lee has already got his season off to a bad start, and he's out of the race. So we got a VSC, and I literally do not know what has happened. There's probably carnage has happened, but he binned it in Turn 2. So that is not good at all, and yeah, I think we just jinxed Lee, sadly.
Yeah, we have just jinxed it. It looked like he had a wheel issue or something, but that's really unfortunate for Lee, that, to be fair. It looked like an issue completely out of his control, so I'll wait to hear from Lee to see what exactly happened there. But that's really unfortunate for Lee, so hopefully it's not a repeat of last season, but it's looking like it so far, unfortunately for Lee.
Yep, sadly, which is a bit of a shame, of course. And we've got Tony, who's making his way up as well, but the Alpine's running quite well as well. And by the way, if you have your bingo cards open to hand for this, well, for tonight, well, we already got one ticked from the start of the lobby. So you probably know what that is, just as a heads up, by the way. Anyway, we've got a few drivers in the pits, I think, due to damage. I think Panos being one of them. I didn't see Panos getting damaged, so he may have picked it up somewhere else by the looks of things. Oh, he got a drive-through. Did he? Drive-through? I don't know. It's hard to tell. And we got migrating host as well. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on right now, because Iceman's disconnected. I think Iceman's the host. Everyone's leaving. Oh, there's a lobby restart. Red flag, red flag. Typical with the first race of the season. We got a lobby restart.
It's looking like to me it was quite bugged. We were looking, what was it, on qualifying?
Yes.
We froze for a bit and it just looked like the lobby has completely died. But first race of the season, first bug of the season. Hopefully this is not an issue that is going to reoccur. So luckily for Lee, gives him a second opportunity, but looked like he had a Wi-Fi issue. He has, yeah.
Yes.
He had a Wi-Fi issue. So
hopefully he can have the Wi-Fi to join very, very soon as well. As just an information from the stewards, going to have a lobby restart as a couple of drivers were experiencing technical issues. And there was only not just one, but a few drivers. So it's only fair, of course. So there we go. And then Brandon saying in the chat, it's almost as if this game isn't suitable for league racing. Yeah, it's not quite ready, unfortunately, but there we go. And information about Panos, actually. Panos got a drive-through at the end of the VSC flashed up at the top. Well, I didn't see that because I was paying attention to the action. And yes, that was a bit of a shame, of course. But whilst we wait for everyone to join back, because I believe we're going to have I think we're having just a race restart, but I will check with Risky, who is the lobby host, of course. Lewis Hamilton actually set the record for most wins at the Bahrain Grand Prix. And then 2021, Mercedes equal Ferrari is the most successful team in Bahrain. I wonder if Iceman's going to repeat that tonight, as I've just joined the session at the moment. So, Flexi's a bit disappointed with a 2-second lead and then the lobby restart. Well, it's only fair that if people have technical difficulties that we have to restart. Anyway, hopefully it's not the last of our lobby restarts, to be honest. But let's just hope everyone gets into the lobby quickly so we can get underway and you guys actually get to watch the racing. And I believe there will be another 2-minute wait as well for people to get their setup. So, yes.
It's really unfortunate that, but what can you do? At least with this red flag, we will be racing around again, unlike Sir said race. But yeah, we won't speak of that anymore. We've probably heard enough of it already.
And I am actually finding if it's a race restart, because at the moment in the lobby it says qualifying. So I think, I don't know, that we could have a full lobby restart. We may as well start the stream again. Joking. It's no point. We've been talking for 45 minutes now. So, but we'll find out for Risky anyway if we're having a race. Yeah, it's just a race restart. Because I didn't want to be talking for another 18 minutes in qualifying where we've already been talking about what's happening right now. But anyway, the only thing that won't change is obviously Flexi starting on pole. And obviously, with I'm not sure if Yuri's fireplace grid penalty would carry over. I think it will, but I will need to double check that. Is there a red flag on the bingo card by any chance? I don't think there is. I think Matt Ryan kind of wishes there was now in the bingo card, but there we go. So we've already we pretty much talked about everything that we need to talk about for this, because we talked about it in the preview anyway, but the tracks where I think we're going to see the most action, I think this season will be probably maybe Austria, Canada, Spain as well. I think seen some good action in the past, but we'll find out soon as well. And the drivers have been told to get into the lobby very, very quickly. Hopefully, maybe Pete could join, maybe, I don't know, or maybe just Vitinho. It probably will just be Vitinho joining us as well. But and don't forget, drivers will have to start on this. I'm just trying to look at the rules to see if the drivers have to start on the tyre that they qualified on for the whole of the top 20, or if it's just the top 10. I'll just have to have a look at that. It says, in a resolve a red flag and race restart, all drivers must stick to the setups and tyres used in the first session. Anyone found to not do this will be disqualified from the race unless evidence to gain glitch to prove otherwise. So everyone will have to start on the tyres that they chose in the formation lap. So I will get a screenshot for the lobby host, which is Risky. So boom. If I go to the formation lap, come on game, not game, come on stream, make up your mind, my friend. So softs for the top 10 and Kyle, mediums for everybody else basically. So I will put it in the chat ready. So that was one rule I actually forgot last season, but I had to remind myself earlier on. So yeah, everyone will have to get the same setups as the last session and the same tyres as well.
So this is not the ideal start to a season, but again, we can't help these issues, unfortunately. But at least we're giving drivers a second chance here at VSL. But still expecting it to be a good race, but hopefully, Flexi, you get off to another flyer. But why have I said that again? I've probably jinxed them again. I am sorry. Sorry, I need to think before I speak again. But hopefully Vitinho can get off to a decent start. As you know, teammates in one hub. So let's see how we do in that season.
And I think almost everybody is in the session. I think then after that we'll wait for obviously Risky to get the lobby set up. So I'm just seeing who we're waiting for at the moment. So we're waiting for Vitinho and Tony and Lee. If Lee's Wi-Fi fixes itself. So we may just have the 19 drivers. And they're saying in the lobby, oh, it should be half points because we've done 2 laps. Oh, don't get us started about Belgium again. Don't get us started, my friend. To be honest, I didn't want to just have 2 laps of racing. That's it. It's league racing. We can have something like that. So yeah, red flag situation is going on. Hopefully, things will improve in the future. And I literally just got your message, Matt. I'm not doing very well with Discord messages at the moment. I'm so concentrated on the action that's going on tonight, but there we go.
Oh, I'm here now. I had to restart the game because it kept joining me to the other lobby for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm back. Hello.
Very, very weird. But yeah, we mentioned it more than enough times anyway. So, and Flexi says, could I go back on Warzone yet? Wow. No. And Lee, I think's in the session. That's good. So Lee is Wi-Fi is A-OK now. So
we know how much Brandon loves the colour red. So just keep saying red flag and he'll love you.
And I believe it's just Vitinho we're waiting for now. Who is a reserve driver filling in for Pete tonight. Who did obviously won the pre-season race, like we said. We'll go through the pre-season race results as we have nothing else to talk about. So we've got Vitinho that won last week's race. Acorn finished in 2nd. J-Luke finished in 3rd. Newgarden finished in 4th with Yuri in 5th. Yuri will need a recovery drive tonight because I don't think he could finish 5th. But he started 7th last week, so anything... Actually, no, he started 10th last week, so anything is possible. Mike finished 6th. Tony finished 7th. Ryan Berry finished 8th. Matter finished 9th. And Goodlip finished 10th. And then we had 3 retirements of Pete, Ryan and Kyle. Hopefully these guys won't retire tonight. Everyone's in the lobby, so Risky will be setting up the grid. And I've just sent him the grid order so he knows who to place when. And we're still trying to find out that if Yuri's penalty is staying or going. It looks like it's staying. And we'll just wait for the all clear from Risky. Risky has readied up then, so good job to everybody for getting into the lobby on time. And finally, we can get racing again. We are getting more than 2 laps, unlike the Belgian Grand Prix on Sunday.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the bingo card. I've seen what I've got.
Let me have a look. We got one.
Don't
say what. But we already got one. Everyone should have at least one, actually.
I have lost a bingo card. What is happening here?
I will put it in chat. I'll put it in our little chat that we have. Because I'm sure Brandon will want the card as well. And he can see our little chat as well. So, Brandon, if you're watching, hopefully you got the bingo card to hand as well. So, but obviously we can't deal with anyone else yet. Actually, there might be... Actually, we may have done 3. We might have had 3 already.
Yuri starts last.
Shush!
Oh, sorry.
Well, if you got that, you could tip that. Well, it depends if Yuri's penalty's being applied, so... Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you didn't say anything. Yuri is not starting last.
Am I not allowed to say them then?
I don't know. Are we allowed to? I think it's up to Ryan because he's the one doing the bingo. I'll speak to him next week. So.
Well, in that case, we should be okay now.
Yeah, and Brandon forgot about the bingo.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, right. Brandon. And you're admin. You're one of the admins of VSL and you forgot about the bingo. Naughty. Well, at least he's not racing because otherwise he would have probably got a penalty.
Probably known him.
Yeah, but at least he's doing the best to just keep everyone up to date anyway. And I do believe the 2-minute rule is still in place, I think, for this one. Let me just double check.
Quali didn't start at 8 PM. That's another tick of the box.
And there might be... Let me just have a look. There might be another one.
And that is?
Ryan Berry starting on mediums.
Wow. I feel like we should show this graphics to the people. And
Wait. I'll quickly save it. Hold on a minute.
So we know what we're on about. We're not just talking about the gobbledygook.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on a second. Let me get it up. Well, basically, Matt Ryan, one of our drivers, has created a bingo for each race, and I will get it up. Why is it not showing the whole thing? There we go. There's the bingo, guys. Yeah, there's one square that's redundant because Pete is not here. So you could get rid of Pete loses his ring, but not cross it out, but just put a black square or something like that because he's not racing. So you should have 3 crosses right now. And if you don't, then yes. And, Sam.
Crossed it out.
And we obviously don't know about some, because obviously some things are happening in other people's streams. So, interesting. Huh. There's some things that could happen now. We could see Vitinho and Sam on the podium if Vitinho has a comeback of dreams. But
he will.
We will see. Everyone's doing well with the 2-minute rule, so I don't think we're going to have that bingo card. Yep, that card is redundant as well because it's not broken. Sorry, Matt Ryan. We're just. If you could tell, this is not a serious commentary that we do in VSL. We take it less serious compared to obviously like PSGO and OneHub and other leagues that we do. So we just do it for fun, really. So anyway,
for sure.
Make sure you check our sponsors, Rogue Energy, 10% off by using the code VSL F1. Easy. Another cheeky plug there. I'm sure Rogue Energy will like that commission. And let's see if everyone has followed the rules for tyres. Yay! Everyone has followed the rules with tyres. So no disqualifications. Let's hope everyone has the same setup. Fingers crossed. But yeah, everyone has followed the rules with tyres. And yes, Yuri will be starting last.
Do you know what would be fantastic if everyone followed VSL on Twitter?
Yes, at VSL_F1. You can find that information at the bottom of your screen. Look at that.
Wow.
Cheeky plug.
Magic.
And you can also, I know a few of you are not subscribed to us on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, turn the red button into a grey button. Click subscribe and like this video. Turn notifications on as well so you know when our streams are taking place. It's every Wednesday night at 8 PM if the lobby starts on time.
That's a big if.
To be fair, it never does. It hardly ever. The first few rounds it did, but then after that, last season it just went completely out the window. So, but there we go. So make sure you join us. We're almost on 80 subs. It would be nice if we could get to 100 subscribers. That will be lovely. So make sure you click the subscribe button and get your predictions in chat on who you think you should win the race. I'm going to go for a bold prediction. I think Iceman's going to win the race.
That's who I was going to predict it, but now you've said Iceman, I'm going to go with good old Jamie. He's always an underdog. He always somehow gets something out of the bag, as proven in Jacko Kart. But when you stop giving Jacko Kart promotion, it needs to give us promotion to Jacko Kart. So
well,
Jack,
Jacko Kart's on a break week this week. We got the plug.
We got the plug.
Yeah.
Literally Martha. Nah, he won't win, Brandon.
I predict Brandon's gonna win. Joking. You're not even racing, Brandon.
Nah, he'd probably crash anyway.
Wow. As hopefully we'll have a less glitchy lobby this time, Cody's. Yes, Cody's, I'm talking to you. So this is take 2 of the season opener for VSL Season 7 at the Secure International Circuit for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Sam is lining up on pole position, Panos alongside. 5 red lights are on. And Beaker's got a drive-through penalty for a jump start, but a much better start from Sam this time compared to Panos as they make their way towards turn 1. Jamie's got a good start as well. So does one of the Williams of Matter 2. And there's a bit of a pile-up in turn 1 already. And it's Yuri that's dropped off a little bit, and Newgarden. So both of the Red Bulls having a really bad day so far, but Iceman's looking like he can get past Jamie. Jamie's already up to 3rd, and Beaker's having a good start as well, up into 7th, getting past Matter into turn 4 then. And looks like Matt's going to try and get the move into turn 7 on the left-hand side. He's going to go the long way round. The Ferrari of Lee could get them as well. Lee's up to 9th from 10th place, so he's had a good start so far. Much better start than, obviously, the first attempt. So he's probably liking that we've had this lobby restart as well. Don't forget, Beaker will have to go into the pit in the next 3 laps to serve his drive-through. And Ahmed goes on around the outside of Lee into turn 12. And he is up into P9 and Lee back up into P10. So clean start. Oh, Lee spun.
You said it.
Oh, no. We glitched him. We've jinxed him again. Meanwhile, Goodlib has been under pressure by Iceman into the final corner. He actually got the move on Iceman, but Iceman is on the attack once again. We also got the other Haas driver as well. Well, I believe might be ghosted, actually. I don't know what's happening. It is a timing glitch. That is probably why, then. So here we go. Oh, not much space between the Aston Martin and the Haas driver. But huge respect for Goodlip for backing out. A much better start than last week for Goodlip. Hopefully he could be on the same leading lap as everybody this time. And this track is known for being ABS friendly and powerful compared to some other tracks. So for people that use ABS, they're probably going to be loving it. Yuri, who started in last, is going to stay in last because he's the only driver that's boxed. And timing, please fix itself, please. As we've got Iceman and Hayden going for a move. And Hayden getting the better run into turn 11. On the right-hand side, we've got the other half of Goodlip as well. That may go for the double overtake. Goodlib has damaged his front wing. And he's binned it. And he's waiting for other people to move out of the way. And we got a virtual safety car there. And so much action happening on the first lap. And Sam is still leading the race.
So we're going to take advantage of this virtual safety car and maybe pit on hard tyres, go towards the end of the race? Or will they try and opt for the 2-stop? You know, the 2-stop and 1-stop are quite similar in terms of pace around the track as we look at Jamie, who is listening to me and is pitting. So he'll be the one to watch. He was the one I predicted to win the race. But that move Hayden did on Iceman, the water move around the outside.
That was crazy. I love that from Hayden there. Where is he now? He's in 3rd. Unless the timings deceive me. No, yeah, he's 3rd. He's in 3rd place. So he's gained a lot of positions. He was, I think, 6th or 7th, and now he's up to 3rd. So position changes. Up 6 places. Wow. What a good start from one of our debutants to the league. Biggest gainer so far out of everybody. Matt Ryan as well, up into 8th position. Vitinho up 7. Well, you would expect Vitinho to climb up because he's one of the fastest drivers in this league. Oh, no, Goodlib. No. He's got a drive-through penalty. But Risky's gained 7 as well, so he's had a good start. And now Goodlib will be another driver who will have to serve his drive-through penalty very, very soon. But at least Ahmed hasn't got one yet.
And Hayden, I do apologise to butt in, but side by side with the Alfa Romeo and Aston Martin, we're still going side by side. Whilst the last sector, Hayden has kept his piece with, but what next it Iceman has got. I'll let you take over, Jess.
There we go. I think I also saw the AlphaTauri and the Alpine cars fighting as well whilst these two were happening. But yeah, Iceman almost having the edge there, but I do believe DRS is enabled. Yes, it is on this lap, on this straight then. So this could be Iceman's big break as they head towards turn 1. He's got the slipstream, he's got the power, he's got the ERS, He's not using his overtake though, which is interesting. He's gone a bit wide into turn 1, which allows Hayden to get that position back. Meanwhile, the Alpine and the AlphaTauri, M. Ryan getting a beautiful run in turn 1. Coutinho on the back of this as well. Ryan Berry luckily has got the DRS, but Tony just gets past Coutinho there. So the two Alpines working together there. And let's see Iceman and Matt, because I believe Matt has got past Iceman in turn 4. So Matt is having a good start as well, to be fair. So good job from our reigning champion.
I'm just keeping an eye out on that turn 7 and that exit curve. It's absolutely lethal. But on P8, it looks like there is a Matt Ryan train.
Yes.
The Matt Ryan train, the famous train.
It's not the Trilly train, it's the Matt Ryan train. From P8 to P13. So, and don't forget, the top 12 do score points. And we got a move from Ryan Berry and the AlphaTauri into turn 12. The Alpine almost lost it there. And did he get a move around the outs? Oh my god, that was crazy from Ryan Berry. Excellent job, and Tony doing a great job as well. Alpines, a good effort there. Just like Hungary, where the Alpines are working together, they're doing exactly the same here in Bahrain, obviously VSL. So Ryan Berry up into 8th then. He's liking his start, but he's used up way too much ERS at the start of this race. He's already on 10% left. Tony's on 36. Meanwhile, Iceman and Matt are going for a move. As Matt is back up into 4th. Could Iceman have the run he's looking for into turn 4? No, he cannot. Ryan Berry's lost it. And that will allow the other Aston Martin and Risky to gain position and momentum into turn 4. And Ryan Berry could go the long way round again, which he does not. You can see Tony and M. Ryan going side by side into turn 4 and 5. Is Tony going to do a Risky here and just go a long way round again in turn 7? Nope, he thinks he's going to, yep, he's going to back out at the moment, but we got Coutinho and Tony right behind as well. We're not sure of action here tonight. This is a great opening race so far. I love Bahrain. Coutinho's up into 9th, Tony's dropped down into 10th, and Risky stayed in 11th. The train is just keeping growing and growing, and all of this is allowing the top 3 in front just to pull away. Coutinho gets past M. Ryan already into turn 12. Understeery part of the circuit. I like to call it Understeery Central here as they head towards turn 13. Coutinho just has it. Tony as well having a good exit, as Lee has had a spin in turn 12 and 13, which is not ideal. And Kara's not had a good start to the race either. Let's go on board with Iceman and Matter once again. Iceman this time gets past Matter. I think we're going to see the same thing as last season, apart from it's not Carl versus Matter, but Matter versus Iceman.
Speaking of the other Aston Martin, Risky has almost done 2 cars there, but Matt Ryan has defended the position. But the Alpine is going around the outside once again. It's a proper scrap for P8 at the moment, and there is a full course yellow safety car.
Oh, I did say there was going to be a safety car, so will the drivers think about pitting now?
I think it might have been caused by Goodlip because he's lost his front wing again. Very unfortunate for him. He had such a promising qualifying, but it's just not gone very well for him at all here, I'm afraid. But safety car should hopefully put him back in the race, so there's still a lot to play for.
Yes, plenty of opportunities for things to go right for some of these drivers and for people to get back in this race. If I was the guys at the front, I would probably gamble for the Haas, because the Haas potentially could go to the end from here in safety car conditions. So I think that's what the drivers will be thinking of right now. So Sam will be heading, I think, to the pits at this moment in time, will he? Or will he be staying out? Nope, he goes in. Will Panos follow him? He does. Lee's got a drive-through penalty. But let's gloss over that at the moment as we wait for people to go in. Hayden's in. So is Iceman. Ahmed Mata stays out, because I think his teammate is in, so that's probably why. Coutinho stays out. So does M. Ryan, Tony. Risky goes in. I was not expecting some of the medium runners to go in. I thought they would stay out, but they're taking an opportunity of a free pit stop to go onto the Haas, which will go to the end of the race. So this could work out for some of these drivers, especially Risky. But I'm a bit shocked as so Vitinho's staying out, but I'm more shocked that Mata is staying out. But probably because you don't really want to get double stacked. So Mata's going to be in a lot of trouble, I have to say. He did not want that safety car to come. And who else has gone in? I think Beaker has gone in as well. And Yuri as well onto the hards. Why has Beaker gone for the softs? Is that a game glitch? I don't know. But are you surprised with the tyre choices and pit stop strategies?
Yes, I'm a little bit. I'm surprised some of the media runners have pitted, but I'll tell you who has lost out on this is Jamie, who tried to capitalise on the virtual safety gap, but now full cost yellow has really compromised his position, and now I believe he's in net P2. I don't know if Newgarden has pitted yet, but if it wasn't for the full cost yellow, Jamie would have been in the race lead.
Yes, and I'm a bit baffled as well why Sam has gone for the mediums, because I don't think the mediums are going to get to the end. But I've seen in other leagues, not going to name names, big leagues, that can do a soft to medium strategy. And with it being a safety car, it could happen. So we'll watch out for Sam to see if he doesn't bottle it on the strategy.
You said it. I didn't say it.
Well, if he loses, then it is my fault. I'm sorry. But I just doubt those mediums are going to get to the end. They're going to lose so much pace around about lap 23, lap 24, I would say. But we're not the strategists. They are. So as Mata comes in to get his free pit stop out of the way under the safety car. So it is Newgarden as well. But still Vitinho, Emrine and Tony that are staying out. Mata also doing the flexi strategy and going for the medium compounded tyres. Newgarden does the same thing. So
I was thinking like they're going on medium tyres to the softs, because I'm looking around lap 20. I'm thinking there will be some second stoppers by the soft tyre. If they can make the gap, and Matt Ryan causes his famous Matt Ryan train, there will be a shot of drivers going into the soft tyres. So it's an interesting strategy, this, to be fair. So I'm not sure how it's going to pan out, to be honest with you, Jess.
Stop the clock. Matt Ryan's in P2.
All right, that's it. Race result, red flag. Okay, so
yeah, but I already have a few suggestions already for the bingo card for next week, and the Matt Ryan train is one of them. So yeah. We'll suggest some things for that, because I wanted to have some things related to us in there. So keep an eye out for next week, where we're in Spain. Yes, Spain, wherever. But Newgarden's having a lot of trouble in the safety car there. And I think Goodlip is going to be catching up. Is he ghosted?
He has left the session, I believe, which is unfortunate. Maybe we can try and get him to rejoin and retire his car, but yeah, he's just AI, unfortunately, at the moment.
Yeah, hopefully you could join back very, very soon. Fingers crossed. We want all 20 drivers in the lobby. Still, the safety car light is on. I think we're just waiting for Goodlip's AI to catch up, and then... Oh no, safety car is in this lap.
That's a late call.
That is a late call. So Vitinho has got to floor it very soon. Well, you can literally floor it as the safety car comes in. And Vitinho's going to do it now. And with green flag racing, Emrine has actually got a better launch than Vitinho, it looks like. Going into turn one, no DRS activated, don't forget. So Emrine's going to try and go around the right-hand side into turn one. A little bit of contact then for the two of them. Tony may take advantage of that, so could Sam as well. Jamie as well has had a good start. He's made up 2 places on the restart. Tony has got past Vitinho in the process as he up to P2. The two McLarens working together there through 4. And it looks like Lee and Goodlip are in the pits then. So they're doing another stop. You don't have to do 2 stops around here, luckily. And we do have a yellow flag. That is J-Luke. Turn 7. Oh, just before turn 7. Turn 6. Looks like it, but in that sort of ballpark anyway. So the start that Jamie was hoping for, unfortunately, is just not going to materialise, sadly. But Emrine is your race leader. I'm screenshotting that and putting that on Twitter. Sam is in second. Panel's in third. Hayden is in fourth. Iceman's in fifth. So our net race leader is Sam. So, but again, we're questioning on whether those memes could make to the end. But we will see. And I believe I'm just seeing which drivers still yet to make their first stops. That is Tony, Coutinho and Emrine. Everyone else has made their mandatory stop, but there may be some people going again, and Sam may get the jump on Emrine maybe this lap or next lap. If he had the DRS this lap, he probably would have gone for it, but I think Ahmed has got past Iceman as well. Coutinho's in that train. It's not the Emrine, actually it's technically the Emrine train, but it's just bridging the gap just a little bit. And it gives a chance for the flights of Lee, for example, to gain some ERS. As Flexi is now your race lead in turn 4 with the fresher tyres. He did it without DRS as well, so really good move from him.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Like, he was having to use loads of overtake just to get past Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's car is so quick down the straight. I'm glad I'm not having to be behind him this season, as Panos looks to go down the inside, and there's contact there. Matt Ryan looks like he turned across there. I don't think Panos will be too happy. Hopefully he didn't pick up much front wing damage from there. I'm just trying to see if I can get a visual of that, but it looks okay. So I'll have to keep an eye on Panos's damage there for you, but it was, I don't know if that will go to the stewards. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yes, because don't forget they can report things up until Thursday night, I believe, so we'll find out more if that incident is reportable. So, but I think it's a bit of touch and go, but we won't be able to see it properly on stream. I think we get more of an indication with the driver's POV. So DRS is enabled then. And look at Hayden, straight line speed into turn 1. This could be the move surely that he's looking for. He's got Panos in between him. He's right on the back of him now. He's trying to hold his line through 2 now. And heading towards 3. Perfect from Hayden there. Emrine has dropped down to 6. So he is struggling on those older mediums. But he could get Iceman back into 4. Nope, he does not. Now heading through turn 5 and then turn 6 and then, oh, Ryan! Emrine, how did you caught that? That was a big save there as Coutinho gets past him. Bit of contact there. Carl's benefited from that safety car. He started 18th and he's up into 8th position. Bravo, Kyle.
Until the time was Kyle's trying to get a really good exit here. I'll tell you, he tried to do the move on Coutinho, but Coutinho knew what he was doing. He outbroke himself and he just got the better exit. And now Coutinho is in P6, but he still has to do another pit stop as we have a yellow flag in sector 2. Is that the other Haas driver of Mike? Could be, I believe. But what a lively restart to the race.
That was crazy, to be honest. So much has happened already in this race, and I think we've got Akon as well that could get MTRB, because don't forget Akon is in the points, so is Ryan Berry and Risky. Massa at the moment is not. And we could see, I think, people trying to go 3 abreast, which I do not want to happen. But let's watch Panos versus Hayden going towards turn 1. Sam will be loving this as he's leading up front. We've got Iceman and Ahmed going for it. And oh no, as we were speaking about Kyle has spun and he's got Ryan Berry pushing him for an overtake. We've got, oh my goodness, there's so much going on. Panos almost got the edge on Hayden there into turn 6. Now through 7. Hayden has got him. Not quite. He has to go around the outside. Oh, this is very tense from the pair of them, but the Alfa Romeo driver showing the Ferrari driver how it's done. But look at that. Panos to the inside. Oh, as Hayden's gone off a little bit. That's allowed Iceman to get up to P2. Panos going wide too. So Panos has lost not 1 but 2 places after all of that. Akon, go! Jesus, Beaker. Oh, the Alpha Tauri driver's touch, and Akon's like, thank you very much. That is my position. Or is it, as he tries to get past both the AlphaTauri and the Alfa Romeo? Carl is now back up into 8th. His luck is going crazy, I can tell you that. He's spun and now he's back up to 8th place. Everyone else around him is probably having much worse race than he is. And Yuri, I believe, has
having
got
worse luck, and he's taking out the, is it the Aston Martin?
Oh no, the Red Bull and the Mercedes have kind of coming together. Difficult. But meanwhile, Hayden's up into 2nd place. He's got past Iceman again. But Panos is getting a good run through 4. He brakes just for the 100-meter board. Not much space left between the two of them. One of them has to back off surely. They could go side by side through 5. No, Panos backs off a little bit. So Panos stays in 4th.
Colin and Kyle.
Kyle as well. Past Akon. We just can't catch a breath. 1 minute, there's 1-on-1 battle. And then the next minute, there's another battle. It's just insane. Oh my goodness. There's the 2 Williams fighting together. Don't forget, Williams have got points on the trot the last 2 races in real life. They could be on to a good start in this VSL season with Akon and Matter. Matter's up to 9th, Akon's up to 10th, I believe, apart from McLaren and McLaren and Alfa Romeo. Those are the only 3 teams to have all but their drivers in at the top 10. And if it's including top 12, that includes Aston Martin as well.
I'd just like to go back to when you cut to Kyle spinning, and what happened is Mitrovica was going down the inside. I believe Matt Ryan outbroke himself, and Kyle was just an innocent bystander and got clipped by Mitrovica. But it looks like he would now be getting past the AlphaTauri as he aggressively swipes towards the right. Does Mitrovica, I believe I'm announcing his name right, hard on the brakes. Can Kyle get up into P6? Who's going to get the better exit here? Please don't end in tears, people. But still going side by side. And now the AlphaTauri has got DRS. And look at Matter sneaking down the inside. Is he going to do 2 cars here? No, Kyle is going to do the good old switcheroo.
Oh my goodness.
Up into
Wow.
Move Kyle there. Absolute legend.
One of the moves of the race already, and I have to say, that was crazy from Kyle. He's just having a stonk for a race so far. It's like the roller coaster is already coming back at the moment for him. That was just crazy. I couldn't do a double overtake like that, especially through 7. Oh my goodness, Kyle. These guys need to stop joking. Actually, keep doing these battles because we like these battles, but I think it's sort of calmed down now, but I think we're on board with the Kyle train now instead of the Matt Ryan train. Matt Ryan is, where is Matt Ryan? Can't see Matt Ryan. 13th. He's just out of the points.
Give us some, but ERT should be retreating that move Kyle did. What a move there from the ERT driver. The only ERT driver in the grid, but he's putting on a show for us tonight.
Well, there is an ERT driver that is reserved for this league, but he's obviously not here tonight. So we could see 2 ERT drivers on the grid, but at the moment we have 1. Oh, here comes Matter on the move past Kyle, so the P6 for Kyle, unfortunately, is short-lived. Looks like Akon could get Kyle as well, so we could have 2 Williams being 6th and 7th. Kyle needs to do something similar to what he did earlier on to make it work. He likes to go bold, and he is going bold right now, I have to say. I've seen Kyle race in many leagues. Yellow flag, that's Aston Martin. Iceman, the man that we both predicted for the race victory, has gone down in flames right now. What a shame.
Stellar drive from Flexi so far, though, I must say. Whilst we've been concentrating on all the battles, Flexi's almost built a 5-second lead to Hayden. Now, Panos on the hard tyre, he hasn't got bad pace either, and I reckon he can go to the end of the race. So if he can keep the pace he's got right now, I reckon the medium runners will have to sort of look over their shoulders, because Panos has got great pace here tonight.
Yeah, he is. Panos joined midway through last season, I believe, and he showed glimpses of pace, but there was some races where he wasn't that consistent. But here today, if he gets the season off to a good start, watch out for him for the rest of the season. Ahmed's having a good start as well. Iceman I think he got damaged, so he's going into the pits. Would it be another set of mediums to the end? Yes, it will, but at least he will not get a puncture. Oh, no, he's got no damage, so it's strategic stop. Just as Brandon in the chat predicted that a few people would go for 2-stop. And you predicted as well, so there we go. So your predictions may come true. Matt Ryan has done the same thing. Will Sam and Hayden follow suit in the next few laps, or will they go for the gamble and go for the 1-stop? We know that Panos is doing the 1-stop as well, so they may be prioritising track position, the top two, but we'll see.
I'll say quite close on track now is Panos and Hayden. Just looking at ERS usage, they're quite similar on ERS usage, but Flexi, you know, he's got the ERS to defend as he negotiates the disconnected good lip, which in an awkward position, but he still stays on the track. But believe it's settled down a bit now, which is something I thought I'd never say.
Around Bahrain.
Yes.
We can breathe now. We can breathe now as we, I think, start to see more people think about their pit strategies as Panos and Hayden stays out. So does Flexi as well. Ahmed too. Penalty rundown then. Ahmed's on 3 seconds of penalty, so it's Risky, Mike, and now Iceman. We got a few 6-second penalties from Yuri and 5-second penalties for Coutinho, Lee, and Baker. So if they do pit again, they will be serving it in the pit stops. Otherwise, it will be added to the end of the race. Mike is in for his... Oh. I was not expecting him to go onto the softs. I thought he would have stayed on hards to the end. Interesting strategy for the Haas driver, but he's got nothing to lose. And, oh, that was, I think, the ghosted car of Goodlip. But it's not it's not like some leagues where you could go for it. But let's go for P2, actually. Hayden's got Panos again, but I can see why Mike has gone for the softs. Don't forget, wherever you are in the top 20, it doesn't matter where you are. If you get the fastest lap of the race, you get 2 points.
Very nice.
So there we go. So I think Mike wants to go for the fastest lap. He's read the rules. I wonder if M. Ryan and Tony are going to do the same. Actually, no, M. Ryan will probably not do the same thing now. But maybe MTR Beak, if I were you, maybe do that, or Lee, potentially. But here comes Panos once again. They're going side by side. I think we're starting to see the hards really coming to our own, but compared to the mediums. Carl is in too. Carl thinks that those mediums are not going to get to the end. So he's gone for another set of mediums. I thought softs could get to the end for me. I'm shocked he hasn't gone on the soft, but he's gone on to the mediums. And Iceman set the fastest lap of the race for the 128.648. So at the moment, he's going to get those 2 extra points. But for some of these drivers, they want more than 2 points. They may want the 25 points for the win. So, or they may want a podium, or they may want top 5. But 2 points is better than 0. And if you start your season off with points, then you usually have a good season at times. But it does depend, really, to be honest. Yuri's having a nice comeback as well. Up into 11th position after starting last. So, to be fair, he's probably going to drop down with penalties. But to be fair, he's doing a decent job. Slide through 10, though. That was close. But yeah. Yuri's having a good comeback so far. Not probably the comeback he would have wanted, but still a pretty good one.
I'm just curious to see what Flexi's gonna do now, because the other runners who are on the medium tyres on a similar age to have pitted. But the problem is, if he pits, he'll come out between, well, Risky and Jamie, and then you've got the hard tyre runners to contend with, which they don't have to pit. Again, as we look further back, Hayden and the Panos battling once again. They can't keep away from each other, but Flex will be enjoying this as he breaks away into lead furthermore. But just looking further down the grid. So side by side with Newgarden and Ryan Berry, and Newgarden's got the better exit and he's up into P7, but this leaves Risky with a very good run out of turn 3. Can Risky get up into P8? Still going side by side, but no, Risky is up into P8. Nice little move there from the Aston Martin driver.
Yeah, the Aston Martin driver doing a great job getting past Ryan Berry, and he could get past Newgarden as well. And Mike showing off his talent on the soft tyres, and he also gets the fastest lap then. Shane Goodlive's not in the lobby because he probably would have gone for fastest lap as well, but it's not the be-all and end-all at this moment in time. We're on 11 laps to go of this Bahrain Grand Prix. Sam still leads. Hayden in second. Panos in third. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. Ahmed is in fourth.
What?
Ahmed is in fourth position. Sort the count. Joking. Mata is in fifth, but he probably would have been wanted to challenge for the race win. But don't forget, first round he was roughly about this position last season. And look where he ended up. So it is not over for his championship campaign yet. As Hayden, another ding-dong battle between the Alfa Romeo and the Ferrari there. Yeah, this is going to go on to the end of the race, isn't it? But we'll see. It's Ryan Berry and Risky as well. Ryan Berry now gets past the Aston Martin driver. Yuri gets past J-Luke. As Risky gets a 3-second time penalty. I believe that adds him up to 6. Yes, that is 6 penalties for the Aston Martin driver. And Lee goes into the pits for the challenge to try and get the fastest lap point. No, he's not actually. He's going on the mediums. Well, you're not going to get the fastest lap point if you're on the mediums, but there's probably a method to his madness, but we'll see.
We've had our Tony going around the outside of Metro at turn 3. That's the Alpine up into P15. As we've got a yellow flag in sector
Iceman.
2. That is Iceman.
Oh, Iceman.
At the notorious turn 7, it is.
His day's gone from bad to worse. Turn 7 just catch you out. I've been practicing for another league around here, and just turn 7 just annoys pretty much every driver. Like, it even annoys me. And I'm not looking forward to racing there next week. But anyway, Hayden is in the pits. He is going for the trigger. He's pulling that trigger from the medium runners then. And he's going on to the soft tyres. Hayden has had a brilliant race so far. And he's looking to end on a high. So, will Sam box? Yellow flag. McLaren. Vitinho. Will there be a safety car? No. No safety car.
Very much on the verge. Where is that?
That's the exit of turn 14, 15. But yeah, there's no safety car since he was kind of off the track. If he was in the middle of the track. So that's one bingo card out the way there. We're not going to get any McLarens on the podium.
We'll get one McLaren on.
I know, but it says both McLarens on the podium.
Damn.
And I think we saw. I don't know if we've seen Matt Ryan spinning yet. I can't tell, to be honest. But we'll have to watch the stream back to get these bingo cards, I think. But I'm sure Brandon is probably taking a note of them as well. He could take a note of it more because he's watching it whilst we're just. As Jamie's going for the move on Hayden then. Or did Hayden get the move on Jamie? No, Hayden got the move on Jamie. Hayden is doing a stellar job on those soft tyres. I'm just keeping an eye on the delta between those as we got Flexi that's responded to that trigger. So we're right on board with Hayden actually. 1.074 seconds is the difference between the softs and the mediums. 1.611 between the softs and the hards. And that is what Hayden is doing. There we go. A sweeping move from Hayden. And is he going to be ahead of Flexi? He is not. Flexi is still basically leading that train from Hayden then. And Flexi could get Ryan Berry into turn 4. Easy does it. Flexi, don't forget, could still get this win. Because if there's a safety car, it could change everything. Mike's, there is a safety car.
That has really thrown Flexi's race up into flames. He did proper late on the brakes move to Risky and Ryan Berry. But this is great for Ahmed here. He could... I'm not going to say it.
We're not going to say anything, are we? Because it jinxed. I have to disagree with you. I think it's helped Flexi because he just pitted and everyone else around him are going to go on the softs.
But Panos, on the hard tyre, he can pit for a fresh set of softs. And because the safety car, it will half the pit stop time because you have to match a delta, I believe.
Yes, you do, until the leader catches up. So Panos is in then. So he's going on the softs. Ahmed, is he going to brave the... Well, everyone surely who's not on the soft now has got to go on the softs. No brainer. So Akon is in as well. Sat is probably going to stay out, which he is. Ryan Berry is in. Risky is in. Yuri is going in. I'm not paying attention to the ones that have just pitted. Kyle may think about it. Yeah, Carl's in. Mata stays out, obviously. Iceman stays out. Ooh, gamble there. Because he's going to be on the mediums with everyone else on the softs. Newgarden will stay out. Beaker will stay out as well. I'm short with Beaker staying out because I thought he would have gone on the soft, but he probably wants track position. Kyle is in. Tony is in. And obviously Goodlib's AI stays out. So majority of people that have just pitted have gone for the soft compound tyres. So watch out for pretty much everyone in the top 6. Iceman may drop down a little bit, but we'll find out. And this is the second. Well, we had a VSC and 2 safety cars. So altogether we've had 3. But it is to be expected in the first race as Jamie's had a bit of an off in the safety car. Not good. There we go.
How are they battling side by side in the safety car? That shouldn't be happening, lads.
Unless Jamie's just gone off or something. I don't know. It's hard to tell. And I think Mike has explained why he retired. He had a bad crash.
Yeah, I got at the end of the start. It looks like he caught the curb towards the end of sector 2, that high-speed right-hander. As soon as the tyres start to drop off, you're just a passenger. Basically, the rear end will just snap on you, and you just have nothing else to do but go into the barrier. So unfortunate for Mike, but hopefully we will see a more refreshed Mike at the next round.
Hopefully as well, and hopefully we'll have everyone full time here next week as well. So, and I believe the safety car will be in for I think 1 more lap, so it won't take for too long for M. Ryan and Lee to catch up. And Jamie is in the pit, so he's probably got damage. So, and he'll probably be on a used set of soft compounded tyres. Oh no, it's a new set. Okay, scrap that. And one thing that's not going to help Tony and M. Ryan, he's got a lapped ghosted car of Goodlib that's going a lot slower than everybody else. So that is not ideal for him in any way, shape or form. But I'm going to predict the safety car is going to come in this lap. But I doubt it. The game will just probably be like, no. But we'll see. I don't know literally who's going to win this race, Matt. It's so unpredictable.
I honestly don't know, but Panos, he's right. For now, at the moment, looking at positions again, I know he's still in P2 and he's not gained much positions, but he's sort of been my driver of the day today. He sort of kept it quiet. He went onto the hard tyres, he tried something different. And there he is, he's still up in P2, so he's had a really promising race so far. But in terms of positions gained, it's risky as Iceman spun it under the safety car. He has indeed.
He's done a George Russell in the safety car. No. Iceman. Right, we should not predict race winners now. Because they've been... it's been like that last season. I predict race winners... and they've been it.
Is that why I lost to win one race?
Maybe.
Right.
Well, you're in the commentary box now, not racing. So, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. I hate jinxing people, I promise. Anyway, we are going to be going green flag racing for lap 25. Only a few laps under green flag condition. We're not going to get any more safety cars, so this is it. Sam has got to have the last few laps of his life because he's probably going to get swamped by a lot of cars. So many drivers could be in for the race win. Flexy's restart was perfect. Everyone else has been caught napping. Hayden's restart was good as well as they make their way towards turn 1. So does Matthew as well if he gets past Amin. Amin has also been caught napping. So many moves being made here. Is this turn 1 and 2 complex is insane. Matthew's up into 4th. Hayden is back up where he started into P2. And Panos is going to try and get a long one once again. Side by side they go. Doing a Lewis Hamilton stroke Max Verstappen-esque type move through 5. Heading towards turn 6. And now heading towards turn 7. Let's see if Panos can go around the inside. No, he does not. Akon gets past Ahmed. Ahmed's restart is not going to plan right now in the Mercedes. He's down in 6th. Risky's had a good restart as well. Up into 8th. Yuri trying to get a move past Beaker into P10, keeping the right hand side line as he can, the shortest run to the line. And Beaker's got a 3-second time penalty. That is annoying for him, but Yuri got the move done and Carl did as well. A little bit of a touch there from the AlphaTauri driver, but Sam's restart was insane. He's already out of DRS range of Hayden, so excellent job.
As Panos has not fallen back from Hayden, these two have been battling each other all race, but it just looks like Hayden's Alfa Romeo just has the edge on the straights, and Panos will be begging for DRS to activate it as soon as possible. But Mata, looking at his DRS, just biding his time, allowing these two to cool their tyres off, and that is when Mata will pounce.
Yeah, I think Matto's just playing the back seat at the moment to these guys. Oh no, Panos! That could be podium over. That could be podium over for the Ferrari driver. He has just picked himself a 3-second time penalty for track limit warnings. And that was what Mata was looking for. We just talked about him. Mata could be on the podium. And Akon could be 4th. That could be the lead for Williams in the constructors that they've been looking for, because they're looking to kick off their championship campaign in style. So Panos really needs to get past Hayden here if he wants to stand a chance of getting that deficit sorted. He is pushing, he's raging right now. I can tell by the way that he's driving. He wants to get P2 on track. And all of this is allowing Flex just to pull away. Yellow flag, that is an AlphaTauri. And that is Beaker in sector 3. DRS is enabled. Hayden doesn't have it. Panos does. Mata doesn't have it. Akon does. Ahmed does. But Risky's going to go for the move into turn 1 on Ryan Berry on the right hand side. Oh, close contact from both of them once again. But Risky's up into 7th, but he will drop down a few places due to time penalty. Lee getting another one as well. More people are pushing to the limits. That's why they get in time penalties all of a sudden. Newgarden is staying in 9th place on Ryan Berry at the moment. Ryan Berry just holding on. We're already on lap 27. And still many things could happen. I can't wait to see this race unfolding towards the end.
Unbelievable. And again, after 27 circulations of this circuit, we still have Panos and Hayden right next to each other on circuit. This will be a great rivalry to follow this season if they attend all of the races this season. But I'm just looking at the ERS rates. Hayden doesn't have as much as Panos. The move could be done here on this main straight, so keep an eye on that.
Yeah, plenty of moves going on at this stage then. Newgarden's got a 3-second penalty. Panos, looks like he's got better traction into the final corner, so this could be the move he's looking for. Hayden's running out of ERS, so is Panos then. So they're all using their ERS to full effect, but at what cost? The number 25 driver panels up to second. Can he get rid of that deficit? Which I don't think he's going to. I think at worst he's going to be P6.
Oh.
And Hayden's got a penalty as well. Panels is probably thinking, whew. But that means we could have a double Williams podium. Wow. I was not expecting that. What?
Matt Ryan's just overtaken Lee, but Lee's trying to fight back, but he just doesn't have the traction. Oh no, we have a yellow flag in sector 2. It's Ahmed. Ahmed has spun it, and he has a front right end plate damage. I've looked in the comments. I'm blaming Brandon. He voted for Ahmed to have driver of the day, and look what he's done.
Yeah, indeed. And I wonder who's going to get driver of the day. There's so many candidates so far. Carl is back up into P8. His soft pace is impeccable, so we could gain many positions due to penalties as well. Oh, we got a yellow. Oh, no. Bingo! Well, I didn't actually get bingo, but you know what I mean. M. Ryan spinning in sector 2. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I really shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, here we go. Panel side by side with Hayden. This is for track position, because both of them have got a penalty. And Panos is up into P2, but he's going to drop down to 4th, I believe. It's going to be huge implications here for the final lap then. Sam leads by 1.6 seconds. Jamie has got the move done on the Red Bull driver of Newgarden. Fastest lap at the moment belongs to Flexi, aka Sam, so he will be getting maximum points here today if he can keep his car on the track, and no one would beat his fastest lap. So Flexi heads towards turn 11 and 12 now. He hasn't put a foot wrong this entire race, and that safety car has helped him. No one believed me that he was going to do well in this period. He's done fantastic. And I don't think there's going to be much changes in moves unless you're Yuri and Jamie. But let's go on board with our race leader. Coming towards the final corners now. Flexi wins the opener of VSL Season 7 in Bahrain. Panos takes second on the road, but it's the two Williams with no penalties getting second and third. Jamie just about gets P8, but we got Panos 4th, Hayden 5th, Kyle up from 18th to 6th. Well done to him. Ryan Berry in 7th, J-Luke in 8th, Tony in 9th, Risky in 10th, Newgarden in 11th, and Yuri in the final points paying position. And I don't think Beak is going to get the fastest lap, so I believe I'll check to see who gets the extra 2 points out of all of that. But who does again give us driver of the day? Go on, Kyle. Well, it's to be expected. He started 18th and finished 6th. We gained like 12 places. But there's just so many contenders. But great job by everybody today, especially to the guy who has broken the curse of starting pole and winning the race. There we go. Well done to him.
Ooh, I'm exhausted from that, Jess.
I am exhausted as well. I'm almost losing my voice, to be fair. But there we go. It happens. It happens. So, here is your result then. Flexi gets 25 points plus the 2 extra fastest laps. So he gets the maximum points today. 27 points to his name. Mata in 2nd. Akon 3rd. Panos 4th. Hayden 5th. Carl 6th. Ryan Berry 7th. J-Luke 8th. Tony 9th. Risky 10th, Newgarden 11th, and Yuri being your final point scoring position. He started 20th, so I think good comeback for him. And we got Lee, Iceman, M. Ryan, Ahmed, and Beaker being your final finishes, and your retirements are Goodlib, Mike, and Patino. And that is the first round of the VSL Season 7 Championship done and dusted. And Matt, who is your driver of the day?
That is going to be a very, very tricky one. But in terms of positions gained and just in terms of sheer action, I'm going to have to agree with the game and give it to Kyle, to tell you the truth. But who also deserves credit as well is Sam. He drove an absolute flawless race today. So Matt has got a rival on his hands this season.
I think Matto has got plenty of rivals this season now because he knows what Sam can do now after a few seasons off. And you know what? I have to give it to Carl as well. Mainly because of the comeback he done and that double overtake into turn 7 early on in the race. That was just incredible. I'm definitely using that for the highlights this season. That's just amazing. So yeah, Carl gets my driver of the day as well. So congratulations to him. Next week we head to Spain, Circuit to Barcelona, Catalonia. We are following the real life calendar. It would have been Imola next, I believe, but Imola's not on the game yet, so we can't really go to Imola, can we? So, which is a shame. But thank you to all of you for watching. 11 people watched the stream in the end, so thank you for everyone for sticking around. And don't forget, final plug for our sponsor. VSL is sponsored by Rogue Energy. Use the code VSL F1 for 10% off. You can go onto their website, rogueenergy.com, and make sure you follow us on Twitter at VSL_F1 and also subscribe to us on YouTube. I don't think we have any other socials at the moment, so that is all you can follow us on. Red Matt, any final words before we wrap up the stream?
Can we have the same action in Spain, please?
Yes.
The respect between the drivers was fantastic. But yeah, let's hopefully not get too enthusiastic into some dive bombs into turn 1, please.
No heroics. Wait, that's Monaco, not Spain.
But I can actually picture Jeff just saying it now.
Yeah, but, I could picture that as well, to be fair. But yeah, to be fair, excluding obviously the disconnect from, what was it? Good Lib. We only had one retirement. We only had, actually no, 2 retirements actually. 2 retirements. That's probably the least we had in VSL for a long time. So, bravo. So, yes, we're going to have to head off now. So, thank you very much for watching. I will actually probably see some of these guys in karting on Saturday, which I am looking forward to. And I'll be seeing Matt in karting as well on Saturday. It should be a laugh. So, if you're at karting on Sunday over in Scotland, have a good time. And hope you'll probably see me binning it more than you guys. So, do watch out, please. Oh. Yeah, but for myself and Red Matt, we will see you next week, same time, 8 o'clock, for the Spanish Grand Prix for round 2 of Season 7. Goodbye.